Hey guys, welcome to Pokemon. It'd be my first Pokemon in 15 years, and because of that, I've dragged my friend with me.
Yep.
Yep. You're more
Yep.
of a Pokemon fan, so I dragged you.
Don't expect me to say any of these names correctly.
I don't know. Don't expect me to know anything past probably Gen 2. I think it was the last time I jumped into a Pokemon game.
That's fine. I just can't say names.
At the moment, we're just picking myself out. Are you a boy or are you a girl? We'll go with this guy. What's your name? Billy.
Please don't call it Billy.
Why not?
No.
Why?
No.
Alright. Choose your hairstyle. No. No. No.
Yes, go for that one.
Hang on, I want to have a look at what everyone else had, what the other things are.
Long, pretty hair.
No. Nope. Nope. Space buns! No.
That's what I have.
No. Alright, guess it's the long hair it is, considering practically what my hair is at the moment. Gold, dark brown.
You read it.
Hmm?
That's the hair you're going for. That's the hair you're going for. That's the hair you want.
Okay. Go for this one. Would you like to go with this style? Yes. Change look. What's this? Oh,
Yeah,
this
just changes your face.
Guess. I don't know. What is my eye color? Poppy red.
You expecting me?
I'm a demon.
Just say I don't remember.
Mine's like a brownish green, if I remember correctly.
And that's the color you go for.
Let's go with this one. Okay, yeah, I'm just done. Let's just go.
You don't need eyeglasses.
Nah. Go with this one. Let's just get into the game. Yeah.
You can change it later anyway, I think.
Fair enough. Might do that then.
Yeah.
Enrollment complete. No, It's basically just telling me it's auto-saving. It's a tangerine. It's taking lessons from traditional, grow strong, and gather. Okay. Oh, it's time for you two to dive into the world of Pokemon. I don't know, has anything changed in the last 15 years? Director Clavel, head of Narina Academy. Paldea is a sprawling region bursting with lush natural nature and magnificent landscapes. Cool. It's also, of course, home to the mysterious creatures known to us as Pokemon. They reside here in great numbers, in fact. I have no idea what that is.
Pokémon.
Yeah, I know it's a Pokemon, but I don't know what type of Pokemon it is. Pokemon can be found
I
living...
could tell you, but I'm not going to tell you.
Pokemon can be found living all over, in the seas, in the skies, and even in our cities and towns. Leeches. We humans coexist with Pokemon, as we both help each other to live and thrive. Can't we eat the Pokemon?
On Crats in Life, that's garbage.
No. Something Academy is here to help you learn even more about these precious partners. Within our halls, people from all regions gather to study together. And as Pokemon trainers, they have their Pokemon do battle, growing alongside them. Oh, so basic, it's like chicken fighting. While our robust something of co-workers help our students draw from their fullest potential. It is within these halls that you will find your Alright, don't give me a chance to do that. Faculty staff, blah blah blah. I can't wait to help you with open arms. Neat! We're gonna go there, we're gonna go there.
Just waiting here peacefully.
I know.
Wandering around. Aimlessly.
Flamingos! So there are actual animals in Pokemon?
It's the flamingo. Just to make sure, I need to make sure I'm on one.
Fair enough.
There's an off mode and an online mode.
Parrots.
I have a certain name now.
Ew. Now saving. Okay, I've got control now. A Slovak plushie made with care using nice soft material. Isn't that nice? It's the new Switch system. This one's got a bigger screen. Now,
My color Joy-Cons on my Switch in the game matches the ones I have in real life.
mine don't. Mine is white. Then again, I am using a
Mine's
Pro controller.
yeah. Mine's orange and purple, so mine in game are orange and purple.
I don't know, because I've also got my blue and red ones on my system. But I guess it's
Because you're not using them.
Yeah, I was going to say it's probably just because I'm not using them. I would, but the other one, the sticks have drift.
Yeah.
Need to change these shorts. I don't like these shorts.
Mate, they look fabulous on you.
It's Mother Dearest! Good morning, J-Ruffs! Oh, already in your uniform and everything. Well, it's your first day at your new school, after all. I'm so excited for you. Still, you might want to cool your engines before you go racing out the door. The the school contacted me and said that you're supposed to wait here a little while longer. Supposed to wait here. Oh. Their words, not mine. Apparently there's something very important for your first day and still haven't arrived. It's the milkman! Maybe the very thing we're waiting for, J-Roths. Get the door, would you? I don't wanna!
My mothering game has blonde hair.
Do forgive
I'm just
the
seeing what the
intrusion.
difference is.
Well, my professor has a orange coat.
Mine would have a purple one, but the mother has different colour hair, and I'm like, that's interesting.
You are Master J. Roths, yes? Maybe it depends on what colour hair you had at the start. On behalf of...
Purple!
I don't know, was it blonde before you changed the colour? On behalf of the Academy, I apologise for the late arrival of your enrolment documents. Maybe it's a thing, spot the protagonist, since you have purple hair.
Okay.
Ah, and also...
I think it's because I want the blonde hair and blue eyes.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, one for the pilot's person. But carry on.
I am the director of Narija Academy. You may call me Mr. Clevel.
Yeah, I'm gonna say Clevel.
The director? You came here personally to help my son with his first day? Well, I am responsible for the entire academy. Introducing any failures is there. You'd think it's been a long time. You'd think it's been a while they'd introduce voice acting. So here at least is the...
They make it like... The same thing but making you do it.
So here at least is your enrollment documents have been delivered to you. This isn't going to be like an Ash Ketchum's mom and Professor Oak situation where they're secretly getting together whilst we're out adventuring Pokemon, is it? Goodness,
I'm gonna say no to that one.
You really need to have. You wouldn't really need to have. Since you came all this way, can I at least offer you a cup of tea? She's already flirting with him. Ah, no need to trouble yourself. J. Roths, I got a thing or two to discuss with the director. Alone.
Okay, maybe a little.
Why don't?
That's what you say. You're just making it like that.
Yeah, I'm making it up as I go along. I've got to make things a little bit more interesting for myself. Why don't you head up to your room and finish getting ready for school? You'll need your...
Particularly if you're dead.
bag and your hat. Mum, are you going to be having fun with this old man while I'm upstairs? Your dad's gone for the last 10 years. What do you want me to do?
Yes.
He only went out for milk and cigarettes. That was 10 years ago. Now, Mr. Clevel, you simply must join me for an upper this way. Now, how can I refuse such a kind offer? You good? Is there a run button? Oh.
We gotta steadily walk to places.
Aww.
There was some weird art on the wall, though.
Oh no, there is some, was it stickers on the drawer? All I know is the purple one likes to take away children or something. I think that's in its lore. Ready to put on your hat and grab your bag. Yes. Neat.
Oh, put your stuff. I think my school uniform bag is not that colour.
You can press the X button to open the main menu and select the save option from the main menu to save all your progress you have made on your adventure so far. When you open up your bag, you'll find some key items inside, including your academy guide. Check it out whenever you want to review handy tips like these that you receive along your adventure. Neat. I have...
Yeah, my backpack is It's brown.
Ah, okay.
Originally, anyway.
Can I go now? Are you done? Oh, just
Can I
look.
leave? Can I not? I don't want to see this.
Oh, just look at you, all ready for your big first day. Yes, the uniform
This
of...
business that they're not sitting together.
Yeah. Yeah, they heard me come down, so they rushed opposite sides.
What's the part?
Yes, the uniform of our storied academy suits
Yeah,
you quite well indeed. He just realised he left the protection out. Oh gracious, how very
He's like, ah.
how very careless of me. I had entirely forgotten that I... Something else for you, Master J. Ross. A most important thing. But your living room is hardly the place for it. Would you care to follow me outside? Gotta get this...
Oh god.
Gotta get the stank out. I wonder what is this important thing might be. Let's follow the director outside and see, shall we? Doop-a-doop-a-doo. I believe this place is what, based off Spain, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Right,
Yeah.
Right then, dear Pokemon, time to come out of your Pokeballs. Didn't know he was a magician, turns 1 into 3.
Yeah, it's a magic. Did you not know? Oh.
We provide each student with their give me a moment. We provide each student entering the academy a Pokemon of their own. I'll ask you to choose which among these 3 you'd like to have as your partner. The duck, just so I can name it Donald. Sprigatito, the grass cat Pokemon. Mr. Nips. Fui Coco, the fire croc Pokemon. And Quaxley, the duckling Pokemon. Pomp. They're all very good. They're very good company. Why? They usually refuse to even leave my side. Only because you shoved them in my face. What's this? It turns out they're more interested in you, Master J. Ross, than familiar old me. I do wish I could stay and see which you'll choose, but I must be off to the next home visit. Well, I'll take the duck, you can take the rest. I'll be at that...
You decide that in a minute.
Yeah. I'll be at that house over there. Take your time with your decision, then come find me once your mind is made up. Oh, so he's cheating on... He's seeing all the other moms, is he? Man, this old man gets around.
A piece of everyone.
What a manly fellow, that director of you. You're not helping the situation. And what about Dad?
It left 10 years ago.
These 3 are all lovely, but you need to choose just one, right? Not an easy task. Why not take this opportunity to walk about with these little ones and get to know them? I'm sure they'll have lots to teach you. But before you go, I got you a little something to celebrate your big day. Take it with you if you're going out on your own. You obtained a Rotom phone. You can put the phone in your bag.
It's Rotom.
Whatever, it's a mobile phone.
Call it a phone.
Yeah. It's the latest
That's
model.
purple. Be jealous.
Model or smartphone? A Pokemon called lives. There's a Pokemon that lives inside a mobile phone?
Yeah, you can get washing machines, you can get fans.
It's a brand new phone. According to the instructions, you can check the map app by pressing Y. It helps keep you from getting lost, so take good care of your new gadget, okay? But I thought it was a Pokemon. Now off you
It's
go.
a gadget.
Have fun. Okie dokie. Alright, so map. And you have a found item used throughout the various reasons. Using the map. Basically just giving me. Right. Okay. Woo! Okay.
Oh.
What?
Hmm?
What? You went
My
up.
Pokemon's listening.
Oh.
Yeah, my Pokemon's listening.
Lazy bones.
Well, I wasn't standing, I do nothing.
I've still got to walk. It hasn't given me a run button yet.
You don't run in this game.
Oh, there we go. Now it runs. Took its sweet time.
That's one speed you have all the time.
Okay. Oh, isn't this a fancy house?
It is.
They disappeared. Now they're running amok and I'm gonna have to clean it all up.
Yep.
Aww. Bless you.
Look how cute he is.
These
Look at that little fat boy.
Guess what those about?
Adorable.
Not quite. Master J. Ross has yet to make his choice, you see. I do wonder which of these three he will choose. Venice, we haven't met, have we? I must say, I wasn't expecting to see you here quite so soon. Well, it's just a... Hang on, director. Is this who I think it is? Yes, he will rule the world. Yes, this is our academy's new student, Master J. Ross. He will be attending as of today. So, you're that kid who moved in up the road. I've been dying to find out more about you. I mean, you could have knocked, introduced yourself the moment we moved in.
Couldn't. Yeah.
You
think that?
Yeah. What's her name? Nimona? I'm gonna go with that.
Name Amona.
Name Imona. Normally, I live in the school dorms.
Mrs. Mrs. Anne.
I'll listen to it.
No.
I'll have to listen to someone tell me what her name is, how it's pronounced. Is here.
Yeah, don't ask me. I have a speech problem.
I have a reading problem.
That's a mood.
What'd you say, new neighbor? Want to be friends? No. Huh? What's wrong? Did I scare you off? Maybe I came on a little too strong. Maybe we just met. Miss Niyama is president of our student council and champion rank trainer in her own right. I absolutely love Pokemon battling. In fact, we should battle right now. You and me. She's moving quite fast, isn't she?
Eager?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Easy now, you two will be in the same class, so you'll have plenty of time to battle later. And get to know one another better, of course. We're gonna be neighbours and classmates? Nice! We'll be able to battle all we want. Take it she's the one that has a hard-on for battling.
Yep.
On that note, Master J-Rox, have you decided which Pokemon you would like to be your first partner? Just goes, scoops up all three of them and runs.
Like, I can't choose, I'm having all.
Yeah. Or, I don't want any of these Pokemon, I'm leaving! Bye.
Like, screw you guys, I'm going home.
I want a Mewtwo!
This is not what I signed up for. You have to choose a Pokemon.
I know, I got the duck. The water type, it may seem quiet, but it merely stream of water can put out any fire you'll see. Would you like to go with our good water type Pokemon Quaxley here? Yes. You chose Quaxley. Would you like to give Quaxley a nickname? Sure, I just want to check I'm spelling this correctly though. One sec. Going completely original, you know.
Yeah, totally.
There we go. Ah, ain't you a cutie? Quaxley seems to have taken quite the liking to you, Master J-Rox. This is your first Pokemon, yes? Please raise it with love and care. And of course, be sure to keep it tucked safely inside a Pokeball. I just wanted it to roam free, you know, sit on my shoulder. J-Rox, I can't believe you actually chose Quaxley. I mean, like you were making the perfect choice for you. What are you saying about me? You only know me for 5 minutes and you're already making assumptions. You two make such a good combo.
You don't know me, lady.
Yeah, you only know me for what, 10 minutes? Can I choose one of these Pokemons too, Director Clavel? Oh, but didn't you not receive a Pokemon when you entered the Academy, Miss Neomna? Not back then, no. I had other Pokemon I was focusing on raising at the time. But now I want to raise a Pokemon alongside J-Rox while we raise his own new partner. Indeed, a rather splendid idea. Not fair, she gets multiple Pokemon. If you wish to raise one of these Pokemon on equal footing with Master J-Rox here, I shall be more than happy to allow it. Alright, how much is she paying the school? Yes. She stated she's already had multiple Pokemon, yet she's already getting a new starter. Since J-Rox chose Quaxley, I'll go with this little one. Nice to meet you, Via Coco. Welcome to the team. Rah! Alright then. Now that we have chosen our Pokemon, we have to battle. I'll be waiting for you down the beach. Come join me when you're ready. As you may have noticed, Miss Ninoma is a tad overly fond of Pokemon battling, I can tell. But I do hope you'll join
Very
her.
different people.
Hmm? Why? Who did
Be
you
a
beat?
5 different people.
Ah, okay. But I do.
I don't like fighting. I just like collecting.
Yeah. I just want to go out on an adventure. But I do hope you'll join her for a battle.
Yeah.
It will help you get to know your own Pokemon as well. Fine, if we must.
Yeah, you don't have much choice.
But I want to go.
I know.
She even gets
I'm
her.
waiting.
She gets her own Pokemon battling thing. How rich is this woman?
She's loud.
Anyone can be a Pokemon trainer as long as they have Pokemon by their side. And it is our duty as trainers to help our Pokemon grow stronger through battle. So, you ready to battle
I
me?
don't want to fight.
Sure. Perfecto! I'm so excited for this battle. I think I'll use Miss Neoma. I trust you remember that Master J. Ross is wholly inexperienced in Pokemon battling. Whoops, good call, Director. I was about to send out one of my usual partners right off the bat. See, she gets multiple!
Yeah, don't worry.
I guess I'll take this chance to try out my new buddy instead.
That's why you have it.
Come on, J-Ross,
Stupid
let's
woman.
have a fruitful battle. You are challenged by the Pokemon trainer, What's-Her-Face. Go, Donald! I know this is your first Pokemon battle, so let's just have some fun.
I don't know if I trust her having fun though.
Yeah. Use Zeta Flare! It was super effective. It must have been studying up. Smart move. Water is strong against... Not very effective. I spit at you. This is what Quaxley thinks of the Croc Pokemon. You defeated the Pokemon trainer. Well, not bad, neighbor. Neighborino. Look at you winning your first battle ever. You've got even more potential than I thought. You're gonna be a strong trainer for sure. But now, I want to try a different strategy. Let's go again. Just one more battle. No! Master J-Rops and his Quaxley are surely wary already from the last battle. Alright, let's just how about we put the Pokemon aside and have fisticuffs. Ah, sorry. I kind of caught up in the excitement. I'm really sorry, J-Ross. Same to you, to your Quaxley too. Don't worry about it. Alright, thanks, J-Rops. You two seem to be becoming fast friends through only just meeting. Hey, I wouldn't go that far. Can I count on you to take your new schoolmate here under your wing, Miss What's-Her-Face? I'm sure he can learn a great deal from a champion ranked trainer such as yourself. You bet, sir. Oh, that reminds me. Since you're a new to training Pokemon, there's an app you definitely need. You have a smartphone, right? Let's see it for a sec. The Pokemon app was added to your phone. The Pokédex will automatically register any Pokemon you catch. It's a must-have for Pokemon trainers. Super handy app. Our homeroom teacher, Mr. Jacques, actually made it himself. Back in my day, we used to used ordinary paper and handwritten notes to compile our Pokédexes. It's quite the age we live in now. Sure thing, Grandpa. Oof, filling out Pokédexes by hand. I can't even imagine how much work that would take. Oh, no, I suppose you can't. Yet, no matter how much the times may change, the wonder of meeting new Pokemon never does. This is truly a timeless pleasure. And more Pokemon that you encounter, the more you'll find yourself growing and changing. Well, it is called puberty for a reason, isn't it? I hope you will both work hard towards the goal of completing your own Pokédexes. Now, Miss What's-Her-Face, I do still have a few matters to discuss with your partner. Could I depend on you to see Mr. J. Roths to the academy?
No.
I don't know.
Parents.
See? Told you. Not very good with reading.
Fucking partner.
Would you?
I'm like, wait, hold on, that didn't make sense.
Would you be doing me quite the favour? Of course, leave it to me. Then I'll leave him in your capable hands. Alright, little one, it's time for you and I were on our way. Maybe I ought to make a little more time to work on my Pokédex along with all my battling. Alright, speaking of Pokédexes, J-Rops, you're probably never caught a wild Pokemon, right? I'll show you the ropes before I take you to the...
Stuff.
Hmm?
Stop assuming stuff!
Yeah, I'll take you... Yeah, come with me. Oh, she ran off. Press the thing to open the Pokédex. Stop. Okay. Follow her. She ran off without me.
Yeah.
How rude.
Barely.
Oh, J-Rops. I hear that What's-Her-Face here will be taking you to school. That's right, ma'am. Leave it to me. So you already managed to make friends. Why does everyone keep assuming that?
I don't even know we're friends.
Yeah. And I read about all the wonderful teachers you'll have looking after you at the school. Plus, so many handy facilities you can use as much as you like. And your new friend, What's-Her-Face, and it sounds like your school life is shaping up to be fantastic. Now, you'll be staying in the school dorms, so I want you to promise me you'll eat proper meals. I promise nothing. Here's a bit of
feed you.
Here's a bit of spending money to start off with. I also packed a lunch for your first day. Aww. Ooh, sandwich. You put the sandwich in their key item pocket. Sandwich! Is that all you live off, is just sandwiches? Oh, and maybe...
No, you can eat other things. There's calves and little, like, vending... Not vending machines. Street food, kind of people.
Okay. Oh, and maybe you better take these too. 5 potions.
Yeah, sandwiches.
You put the potions in your bag, medicine pocket. They don't look like potions, they look like more like sprays. Bad Pokemon!
I think that's what they are.
Yeah, bad Pokemon! How dare you get hurt! And use those...
No, it is a spray bottle.
Use them on the precious little partners of your... if you get hurt in battle. And now every day in your new life is going to be full of exciting experiences far from home. Just try to savor them all. The good times and the hard times too. But if you ever want to come back home, you know your bed is always ready for you. Until she suddenly turns it into a gym. Oh.
Jericho Holman's look, there's a bench puts his breast punch in something.
Yeah, and where our bed is now a weights machine. Or a treadmill.
Yeah.
So if you come home, you have to sleep on the treadmill. Alright then. You two had better be off, I suppose. Take care on the way to school. Roger.
Roger, Roger.
Your mother is so nice. Don't you start flirting with her too.
Just like everyone's falling with the mother.
Well, she's a single woman all alone in that big house. Oh, but I gotta go teach you how to catch wild Pokemon. Come on, vroom. Vámonos. This way. Okay. Again, she ran off without me. Not exactly following. Oh, I see shinies. Alright, here is Poco's path. Biggies. In this patch that leads to adventures for you and me. Out there, things are different than in town. You're gonna see wild Pokemon out and about. They'll be on the path and in the grass and such. Get too close to one and you'll have to battle. You've got Quaxley for that, right? No, we named him Donald. And if you want to try to catch a Pokemon, you've got to use a good old Pokeball. Really, I was going to use a net. Go at it monster hunting style.
Maybe if it was a Pokeball.
I got a ton. I have a few. You obtained 5 Pokeballs. You put the Pokeballs in the Pokeball Poke. Why does the pig look like it's crying? Very sad.
Because it probably is.
Oh, what luck! Time for some learning by doing. Try battling the Lechonk. Lechonk. He just looks like he just needs a hug. You can try catching wild Pokemon. Battling when you have. Okay. Basically, weaken it and capture it. Gonna pound it.
Hey, what? Oh.
Shaked its butt.
What are you gonna do about that now?
Well, I'm gonna do this. Get inside the Pokeball. I'll call the Lechonk. Not at this moment in time. I can give them nicknames later, can't I?
Yes. Yes.
Cool.
Maybe.
That was awesome.
Yeah, just press X on them.
Okay. Good. Very first Pokemon you went for. I'm crummy when it comes to actually catching Pokemon. Maybe you should give me tips. Anyway, have some more Pokeballs just in case not every catch works out. I don't know, you beat it to a pulp and then stuff it in your ball. Pretty much what we did. Weaken the Pokemon, then throw the Pokeball. Remember that. You'll be fine. Now go battle those wild Pokemon and catch some, huh? Let's meet up at the lighthouse over there. You can see our school from the top. Neat. Okay. Just run into them. You can also start a battle. Looking towards, throw one of your Pokeballs at it by ZR. Okay. But I want this shiny thing. What's this shiny thing? Ooh, a potion.
What's anything over there? That's a puff. It's items.
Okay. Grab the shiny things. They're mine. Got a new thing. Looks like a diamond.
That doesn't help.
Basically just like a little yellow diamond thing.
Oh. It's once your Pokemon has fainted, you can use it and it comes back alive, but you have to heal it again.
Ah, okay.
That
So,
makes sense.
basically a Phoenix down like in Final Fantasy.
Yeah.
Cool.
You're so lucky I knew what that was. Yeah, I've totally lost where I'm supposed to be. Oopsie.
It growled at me.
I'll kill it.
Get in the ball. Got it.
Nice.
Hey, poor me.
I think I have. Pour me? Or pour it? Bigger with that.
Yeah, PAWMI.
Pour my.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't have you.
I caught it. I got some of its fur.
Yeah, that.
Can I use it to make a
Well, that cat's a Pokemon.
Hmm?
So, what are you gonna say?
I was gonna. If I keep enough of it, can I use it to make a coat?
No.
What if I just throw a Pokeball from the start? Oh, I caught it. A
Yeah.
hop pip.
Yeah, no, I can't see the name. It's
Yeah.
a hop pip.
Okay.
Got a new Pokemon. Could you gonna catch them?
Cutscene. Hey, J Rocks, you're getting the hang of how to catch Pokemon, okay? Let me see. So far, you've caught. Being nosy at my things. What was that?
Hmm?
I know she wanted to be nosy at my stuff.
Rude.
Oh, I know. I never heard that kind of cry before. Could it be some strong Pokemon or something? I saw we find whatever made that cry. I say we find whatever made that cry. Let's take a look around. Just be careful that these kinda unsafe cannot be far from here, so steer clear. I know your rocked phone can help keep you safe, but watch your step by these cliffs anyway. Screw you, I'm gonna go jump off. Whee!
Owl.
Where is my water? Oh, there, he's being attacked by two doggies. I don't see your chances. Uh-oh. Okay, where can I get a phone like that if I jump off something that catches me?
Yeah, I know it's going.
Hmm. Alright, time to start using the spray.
Newspaper.
The mysterious Pokemon seems to be too weak to move. Maybe you can give it something to help it perk up. Give it the phone!
Did not give it to you. A phone to it.
Why not? Maybe it needs to call home. Potion?
No. Did not give it. No.
The Adventurer's Guide!
Not what it wants.
Sandwich?
You can try it. I'm not gonna tell you what to do.
Oh, seems interested in the sandwich.
Yep. That's a thing.
Psst. Said you could have half, not all. Greedy Pokemon.
No, he wants all. To be fair, he is knackered.
Well, it looks like it's the way out.
It's the only way out.
I don't know, there's a massive ocean, we could swim.
I don't think you can swim. Can you hurry up, game? I want to join.
Yeah, I know.
There's so much you can do in one small area.
Yeah, I know. We're trying to get to the gotta get to the, like, what, the first Poke Center first, then I can get you to join.
I keep calling them Pokestops because they're all like gas stations.
I don't.
Or petrol stations. So they're like Pokestops.
I don't know. Where's Nurse Joy when you need her?
Because she's being replaced.
There's nothing from my childhood stayed.
She had to retire sooner or later.
I think, wasn't
It
it,
was getting
that
a bit old.
all the Nurse Joys look the same and all the police women look the same, weren't it? Can't remember what the police one was called.
Literally.
Hi, J-Robs! And isn't it like they were all related or something?
Yeah.
There you are,
I
J-Robs.
see a side duct.
You okay? You got... you're not hurt, right? I'm managing. Thank goodness, I was really worried. If you got hurt because I said we go look for whatever made that cry. No, never mind that. Right, now we gotta focus on getting you back up here. You just gotta find some way to climb out of there. If you can get close enough, I'll try and pull you up with one of my Pokemon moves. Okay. This is strong. What?
Otherwise, don't forget to pick up the random shiny thingies you like calling them.
Well, they're shiny. I'm a magpie.
Yeah. I know. I did that too, though.
To be fair, you got like shiny Pokemon, ain't you? Still don't know what's the difference, but
They're different colours.
is that all?
Yeah, they're just a different colour for racing.
I thought their base stats would probably be stronger than their original counterpart.
Nope, just different colours, I think.
Yeah, 1 sec. There's a shiny over here. Come on. You're very slow. Yeah. You gonna...
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, it's straight up. Cobras, What? Yeah, give me a chance to read these things. Look out, something's coming. Behind you. It's behind you. Doggo?
Why is this a pantomime?
It's the Doomslayer. It yelled out Doom.
It did. Yes, God, your duck's really gonna do damage to that thing.
Yeah.
Just look at that. I might actually have that Pokemon.
Well, it called for backups.
That's the evil hair over the eye.
Think wasn't it? Isn't it
That's
your
rude.
one? Your one's more robotic looking.
Yeah. Yeah. You spaghetti bolognese.
Ooh.
Mom does not like.
Way to go! For a sec, I thought you were both goners. Just tucking into your dinner.
Yep.
Whoa! What's wrong?
I was naked.
Maybe it used up all its power. Well, it only had a little bit. It only had like what, compared to its size, a very tiny sandwich, probably like the size of a Tic Tac. It is this Pokemon. What is this Pokemon anyway? It kind of looks like a Cycliz. I don't know.
It's Cycliz.
A Cycliz, but I've never
Yeah, we're gonna
seen
go with.
never seen one quite like this before. Maybe it's the shiny. And now it
It's
looks.
not.
Now it looks so different from a minute ago. You think it's okay? I don't know. You can't tell either, huh, J-Rups? Well, all that aside, I'm seriously glad to have you back up here in one piece. You know that battle down there? Yeah, was really something. You had this fella look perfectly in sync face down that Houndoom.
Yeah.
What? You didn't even tell it what to do? Guess it's not like you're this Pokemon's trainer yet, huh? Oh, good. Looks like it's
It's
perked up a
protective.
little. One sec. Do you think this fella was the one making that mysterious cry we heard before? Maybe. Oh man, oh man, oh man! That's more... The more I look at this Pokemon, the more mysterious it seems. If you don't become its trainer, you gotta let me battle against it. Let's exchange numbers so we can keep in touch if we were to somehow get separated again.
I rather not.
She is very forward.
Yes. Like, I'm not. I like to just go.
Yeah, we've only known each other for what, an hour at this point, and yet you already consider us bestie mates. And here, this I'll let
It's
you.
very clingy.
Yeah, I'll let you teach your Pokemon a move to help in battle stronger opponents. Ooh, swift. Think before you use it, though. TMs can only be used once. You've both been through enough for a minute. I think we better take a breather. Let's just get to the lighthouse and we'll be good spot to relax. Alrighty then. Why that little... Is he gonna start strangling the Pokemon? What you doing here?
Well,
Yeah. Why you little... I'm not talking to you two. You can shove off. Well, fuck you too, buddy. Wait, I know you. Aren't you you are then? You enrolled in the humanities track, right? And aren't you the son of the Pokemon researcher, Professor Sada? Doesn't matter who my mom is. The real issue here is what in the world this Pokemon is doing out here. And what is this form it's in? I met it at the bottom of a cliff. It saved me from a tight spot. I met it at the bottom of this cliff. See, we heard this strange cry and we tried to investigate, but J. Ross fell off a cliff and the Pokemon saved him. But it seems like it's wore itself out in the process. It got kinda slumpy afterwards. But you should see it before. It looked totally different. It was unbelievably strong. Well, yeah, as it should be, but it can't fight while it's like this. The form Koraidon takes in battle, that's its true form. Koraidon? Is that this Pokemon's name? How did you know it? Seems to... Guessing you're its trainer? You can't go into the lab, it's locked. I don't remember even seeing you around, but given the uniform, you gotta be at the academy too. Do you? Koraidon isn't the sort of Pokemon that any old trainer can hope to command. It's special. Neat. Special? How? What sort of Pokemon is it? Well, you said he was special. You think you're up to ordering Koraidon around? Then how about I test your worthiness? No. Well, look at you. Quite the little go-getter. I've been feeling out of sorts, so I'm gonna use this battle to blast these drums away. Okie dokie. A squirrel! These memories are leaving a bad taste in my mouth, and I want it gone. Okay. Water gun! It bit me. Pound. I killed the squirrel.
That's good.
Seems you know a thing or two about battle. And he gave me money. There you go, that's
I
how...
normally do.
So basically, that's how you bully other people for money, is it?
Yeah.
Okay. Wow, JROs, that was awesome. I guess I wasn't ever going to stand a chance using some Pokemon I'd only just caught. But if you really think you can take Koraidon off my hands from me, you will need this. It's the Pokeball the brute's been kept in. So why do you have it? Anyway, the thing is your problem now, not mine. Good luck. See ya. Oi, can't you... Don't let me finish, why don't you? What a weirdo. The Avon guy definitely knows more than he's letting on. Next time he and I battle, I'm gonna wring some answers out of him. Oh, right. We can climb the lighthouse. Can't wait to show you the view of our school. She's too chipper. I don't like it.
Yeah.
Right, up we go. Look, J-Rops, the Mezagoza. And that huge building with the Pokeball on it is our school. It's gonna be so great having you in the same class. But all that schoolwork. Don't think of it as schoolwork. Think of it as the ton of chances to learn about Pokemon battling. But I don't want to learn about Pokemon battling.
There's more to life than Pokemon battling.
Yeah! It's awesome what you can see from up here. Mountains, forests, grasslands, beautiful nature. Stuff as far as the eye can see. And you know what's waiting for you all over this natural space? Tons of Pokemon!
I have an itchy nose.
Consider this me officially telling you, welcome to Paldea. She's not looking, just slowly, and then suddenly just push her off the edge. But anyway, like you can see, it's kind of a hike to the school from here. let's make it to Los Plateaus for starters. That's right on the way.
I've been here the whole time.
Don't worry, I'm coming. Near a petrol station, so you won't be too long.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm literally at that petrol station. It's Pokestop. Let's call it a Pokestop.
Area 1.
Are you? Hold on. Can you pass the exploit for me? Are you in offline mode or online mode?
Should be. I don't know. Let me check the options. Text speed. Skip move.
No. Go. It's It wouldn't be as a general option. So go back. Or maybe go to the Pokestop first.
Okie dokie. Hey, Psyduck!
Yeah.
Alright, let's get you in first, and I can come back this way and talk to these kids and bully them for their money.
Yeah, I'm just gonna follow you after.
Alright.
You want me to form the group?
You can do. Do you know what to do? Oi, J-Rops, over here!
I sent you the code in a group chat.
Yeah.
Privately.
Yeah. This here's a Pokemon Center. You can come here to take care of lots of things related to your Pokemon. But I'll leave the explanations to the pros here. Happy to be of service, and welcome to the Pokemon Center. I'm here to keep everyone's Pokemon healthy. Here on the left is a Pokemart counter. You can buy things like Pokeballs and potions. Hello, we accept payments in both cash and in LP, League Points. That is, 1 League Point is worth whatever Poke-Yen, I'm gonna call that.
I just keep calling it money.
Yeah. And this, to my right, is a technical machine. TM machine for short. It's your ticket to making TMs, which you can use to teach moves to your Pokemon. You'll need to pay in LP and supply the machine with materials that the Pokemon drop. LP comes in handy both at the machines and at the stores. I've got a lot here. Have some. Aren't you very generous? I think she's just trying to buy our friendship. Oh yeah, and some of these too. Okay. At the Union Central Circle, you can connect with other trainers to find yourself. Adventure companions, come visit us at the Pokemon Center anytime you need any help. We will. Thanks. Remember, had a rough adventure? Get to the Pokemon Center. Sometimes you have to know these sort of stuff for quizzes at school. Okay. But Minimokus helps out here. Whatever. Goofy, sure, but it helps you remember you can send your lead Pokemon out with the R button. That way you can have Pokemon that walks around with you and go pick up items laying around. Or go battling on its own or other stuff like that. Okay, so I can let it out of its thing and it will automatically battle for me. Okie dokie. Heal my Pokemon. Okay. Alright, just giving me just generic information. Alright. Can I... Ah, here we go. Alright. Yeah.
Are you online or offline now?
Hang on. I just gotta press L.
You need L to
Yes.
connect, yeah, because you're offline.
Communicating. Yep, online.
And then you join the group and then you put the code in, and send you all capital letters, by the way.
Okie dokie, 1 sec, I better hide the stream as well. Join group. Hello!
Why do I look like a block of wrist? I follow you.
Oh! Okay, I didn't know I could
Yeah.
do that.
That's a thing, by the way.
Now I'm dizzy.
Yeah, that's a thing. I'm following you.
I mean, there were some trainers up here I didn't catch. Shall I go rob
You didn't
them?
catch the...
Hmm?
Go up them.
I was gonna go say,
Go rob them.
shall I go rob them for their money? Hey, you
It
little boy!
doesn't,
Give me your money! Give me your money! Give me your money! I don't know, can you actually see the fight? Or...
Depends, hold on. No. I know I can see on some fights, I think, maybe.
Oh, okay. Die, piggy!
Aggressive, but okay.
Oh, I lost! Even my Pokemon had full HP!
Didn't walk to Pokemon, don't be telling me.
Nope. I accidentally walked into this...
I thought you'd possibly following the path up.
I know, I wanted to go grab the Pokeballs that was around the water.
Oh, fair enough.
I called a whooper.
Yep.
Isn't that supposed to be a blue though?
Yeah, this is this form.
I was gonna say, I'm
They have
pretty
different forms.
I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure this thing used to be blue.
Yeah, it's still blue. There's two versions of it. There's this version, which is a poison face, and then there's the normal one. There's different versions depending on where it is in the regions. Like, if it was in a different region, like a game, it would be that blue one.
Is it very obvious I haven't played a Pokemon game in a very long time then?
Yeah. My cat's asleep. Did I wake you? I'm sorry.
Raltus. I know there's a kid up here I also didn't fight, so do him and then we'll go straight to the school. That way at least things will open up a lot, probably a little bit more.
Well, are you still in the corner though? Because
Yeah,
I've been running at the base the whole time for you.
yeah, I'm just gonna go talk to the kid at the bridge.
Kid here?
Yep.
Yeah.
Because I think he wants to fight and I want his money. And then we'll head up to the school and then get that over with and we can then explore a little bit more.
Cool. I am just following you.
Cool. A spider.
Side dark.
Don't tell Misty this Psyducks are walking around.
What one? That's like... I can see two. I kind of got one of them.
I've got a berry. Kind of ran into the one that's guarding the bridge.
Yeah. I don't know.
Send to the box. Alright. Does it help if I just stand here?
My wife would get injured.
Well, I look at this thing and I'm thinking, you know, like a masquerade sort of thing.
Yeah. You talked to that kid?
Yeah, I talked to that kid, so let's just head on to the school. Or unless, can we rob these
More
people?
people to fight if you want.
I was gonna say, can we rob these people of their house, from their house? Ow. Pretty sure, wasn't it, you could go in people's houses?
Yeah.
Man. Oh, no. Alright. This is up this way. Grab this. Ooh, an antidote. Just gonna cut through the grass.
You don't want to fight the people then?
Nah, let's just get to a state where the game's a little bit more open first. Because I'm not sure. Do do a lot of the some of the stuff offline, or should I try and show it all?
You can sell some of it. It's up to you.
I don't know, because I don't know. Do you want to play some of this on our own time?
We could do just main storylines on stream. We can explore one.
Might do
level up and catch Pokemon off stream.
Yeah. I think that's what I'm thinking of doing. Like level up.
Really
Catch,
not.
Yeah. Words.
Yeah.
Did you battle some trainer on the hill? Bet your Pokemon are getting stronger. Not really. How about you show me how much you have learned in battle? I don't know. If you're not sure, all the more reason to give it a shot. A nice battle will help us get to know each other better too. Come on, J-Roths. Let's have a fruit-filled battle. Fine, if you say so. You seem like you're going a bit better, and you wish to Pokemon. Right. That'll work up. And water gun. I spit on you. A critical hit. Really worked
You know what's really funny?
What?
It's nighttime in my game.
A critical hit? Wow, nice. Well, you took a while to faint. Wants to learn the move Wing Attack. Should another move be forgotten and replaced with Wing Attack? Okay. Alright. What's Wing Attack? Target struts a large and then spreads wide and inflicts damage. I think I'll replace Growl then. I didn't know ducks could growl.
Yep. It's a thing.
Your Pokemon trainer. Sure. Doing even better than I expected. You're legit.
I don't know if this needs me.
I think it cut out while she was sneezing.
Oh, thank goodness for that. Pleased.
Paralyzing always sold the strategy to give. Uh-oh.
Oh, you can't do that.
Dark. Come back.
You know what also annoys me about her?
What?
She forgets that we don't have half the stuff she has.
Yeah. No, Donald! Come on, Whooper. Mud shot. Oh, it was super effective. And I brought down its speed.
Okay. Ooh.
And it doesn't affect him. I defeated it!
Good.
No, Donald doesn't get any experience.
No.
Well, Hoopy wants to learn the move Fairy Wind. Okay. That one. Man, I can't believe how fast you improved. I don't know, I was just winging it. Just winged it and hoped for the best, really. Amazing! Look at you, taking on terastalized opponents and winning no problem. Come to think of it, you can't terrorize your Pokemon yet, huh? No. Don't worry, I'll get you taken care of. You're so good with Pokemon battles, I forgot how new you are to this stuff sometimes. Anyway, it was fun.
No, you're just about crazy lady.
Yeah. She just wants to rush us ahead.
Yeah.
Okay. You're just lucky that the Pokemon Center's free. Now, Magazo's waiting for us just past these gates. At least the city where our school is. Oh, pardon me. There's a ton of hills and stairs and stuff in this city. So I'm gonna take a quick breather and then catch up with you soon. Okay.
Are you back yet?
Hang on. Yep, just heading into the city, I think. Alright, here I am. We finally made it, huh? This is Mazagoza, the biggest city in Paldea. It's been a big trade hub since a long time ago. Lots of folks come here to learn about adventures in technology, all kinds of other stuff. There's a hair salon where you can change your look, plus places where there's tasty food and fixings. What do you want to see first, J-Roths? Food? Huh, I didn't have you pegged for a big eater. But that's smart. You can battle well with a grumbly tumbly. Oh, speaking of battling, I want to be sure that you'll be able to terrorize your Pokemon soon. There are a few things that's got to get done for that to happen, but I'll take care of them. Meanwhile, you just have fun looking around the city a bit. So there's so much to grab a bite and buy some accessories to spice up your uniform. If you want a personal recommendation, you've got to see Dilbird Presents. I don't know. They sell handy items for Pokemon to hold. Okay. Once you've seen your fill, we can meet up again in front of the school. Just be ready, the stairs up the school are no joke. Later then, get pumped for some terastalizing. Okay. Right. I am... bottom of the stairs.
Coming. Sorry, I was flying around.
Okie
I'm
dokie.
coming. Coming a long way, man.
Oh, I can see you. Oh, I don't need to go to the Pokemon Center at least. Get your motor running. Ah, too fast. Nearly ran me over, crazy lady.
What are you talking about? Oh. You stand out like a sore thumb. It's hilarious.
What are you talking about? You stand out more than I do.
Well, all my classmates are purple, so.
All mine are orange, so
Oh, Scarlet.
Scarlet.
Yeah. I've no idea where you are.
I'm right behind you. I'm heading straight forward. I'm going to the school. Unless, do you think there's anything I should see first beforehand?
That's up to you.
Ooh, crepes! Pay with cash. Pardon me. Strawberry chocolate. Mmm. Rapid power water, catching power fairy, and egg power. Okay. Hang on. I wonder, can I change my outfit yet?
Yeah, it's left on the D-pad.
Ah, here we go.
You won't have them that much.
I know, I want to have a look at the uniforms. I'll go with the winter. The winter one doesn't look too bad. But can I... take this hat off?
Yeah.
Cool. Would you like this outfit? Yes. There we go.
Yeah, I'm changing my outfit to match you. Hold on.
Oh, I found the camera button.
Yeah, stay on the. Can you slightly look at me, please?
Hang on.
Done.
Alright, there we go. Hero pose. Alright
Right.
then. Hey, where do I know what is it? Supposed to get a Pikachu or something, or is that a bit later?
Oh, I can tell you to do that later.
Okie dokie. I'm gonna head up to the school.
You disappeared on me.
No!
How do I saw a Pokeball on the top of your school?
Hmm?
You heard me.
What did you say?
Oh, Carly's the Pokemon ball on the top of the school.
Hang on, I'll have a look in a sec. Don't you get it? If you join Team Star, you can shine as bright as anybody.
That's so annoying.
I like his bag. Seriously, what's with you? Don't you want to burn bright with awesome friends like us? Yeah, it's a little Eevee bag. Not really.
Yeah.
I don't know, when I was younger and I used to play the Pokemon, Eevee was my favourite because you could turn it into basically any type you wanted.
Yeah, I can still do that.
Can you? Cool. Look, we got...
There's like 8 foursomes of it now.
Pardon?
There's about 8 now.
Ah. Oh no.
Maybe 7.
Look, we got a quota we're supposed to fill for new members, so just sign up already. Are you this game's Team Rocket? I'd rather not.
Pretty much.
Just walk away. Ow. Okay. Looks like I got to intervene.
Yeah, you have to do it, by the way. You have no choice.
Okay. Huh, you want in on this too? If you're here to sign up, we'll get you next. We nearly got this one in the bag. We're Team Star, kid. We burn so bright it hurts to look at us. But you're new, that's right. I don't know, put down a Voltorb and just blast them away. It hurt, but you knew that, right? No. Another ignorant little nobody. Hey, I just got here. What do you expect me to know everything? Yeah, I'm finally part of Team Star, and still I get no respect. I gotta work my way up the ranks. Hey, we can't just let something like this slide. The honor of our team's on the line, so we got no real choice but to battle, yeah? That's true. You keep watch on that little Four Eyes over there. Well, now he clearly wants to sign up since you insulted him. I'll make sure this fresh-faced nobody ends up seeing stars. Okay. Ah, they even do little poses. Yeah, just a bunch of cuties, really. Wing attack! Ow, he scratched me.
Oh.
Now it's dead. How come I'm the one seeing stars, considering you're covered in them? Why is nobody like you got good at... Ugh! Why is a nobody like you so good at battling anyway? That's just not right! No way! He beat you? Does that mean I got to battle this kid now since I'm higher up the Team Star's rank? Stars. Hiro, Bruno, what do you think you're doing? This student council dweeb. She's gonna report us if we don't book it. I can't believe you, J-Rops. You don't have to go find Randos to battle. You'll have to have all the battle you ever need with me. Yes, she is very clingy. Gets jealous of your battling other. Because
Like, you can't battle anyone else but me.
yes, you must only battle me and only me.
Yeah.
It was those Team Star punks. Hey, wait, they picked a fight with you? Wow, I was read that way wrong, sorry.
Yeah.
I got it now. Used to have got Team Star written all over you for short. I bet you were trying to pressure people into signing up again, weren't you? I weren't not doing that. Well, that explains it. As head of the student council, stopping this type of nonsense would normally be my job. But this is also a perfect chance for you to try my amazing ultra rare gift to you. She really is just trying to buy our friendship.
Yeah.
A Terra Orb. Uh-huh. With this Terra Orb, you can Terastalize your Pokemon during battle. Let's see, after it Terastalizes, I'm pretty sure your Quaxley will be a water type. Normally you gotta take special classes to be able to get one of these Terra Orbs, but I put in a good word for you. Now, time to give it a...
buy your love.
Yeah. Now, time to give it a whirl. You'll learn to use it fast in battle than if I just explained it to you. Wait, what? You want this kid to practice wailing on us with his Terra Pokemon? Is that it? Got a problem? You want to battle me instead? Yeah, never mind. I'll take my chances with the new kid. Then take your places and battle! Dun, dun,
I'm completely lost on this map.
dun. Oh, it's a ferret. Here in Powder region, Pokemon can crystallize through strange phenomenon. The people call this Terastalization. You can Terastalize your Pokemon by selecting that button and in battle. When a Pokemon Terastalizes, its type changes to its Terra type. Moves of the same type as this Terra type will become much more powerful than usual. After Terastalizing a Pokemon once, you won't be able to Terastalize a Pokemon again until you heal up at the Poké Center. So use this strategy wisely to seize victory in battle. Neat! Okay. Alright. R. And water gun! By the power of Pokeballs! He is a Pokemon! I don't know.
Haven't let any be.
Hmm? Ooh, a critical hit. Your Pokemon burns so bright. Neat. Is it only certain types Terastalize, or can all of them do it?
Depends, but sometimes it's not.
Okay.
Doesn't always do it from the. It does it water for the dark, yeah, but sometimes it changes the type it is.
Okay.
So.
Nice, J-Roth. You pulled off Terastalizing, no problem. Moves of your Pokemon Terra type will hit even harder when it Terastalizes, you know. Sometimes you'll find a Pokemon whose Terra type is totally different from its usual type. That difference can open up your strategic options. Got to change your Terra Orb. Charge your Terra Orb at the Pokemon Center after every use by healing up your team, though. Well, I'll be on my way. Merry way then. Yeah? Haste la vista. Me too. Hasta la vista. Bye! So, yeah, Team Star is basically a group of students that like to kick up trouble. They hardly ever show up to class, and when they get together in groups, they're really a real headache. Even the teachers don't know what to do with them, from what I hear. Excuse me. Yes, where you get that bag and where can I have one?
You can never buy that bag.
Oh. Well, thanks. But I want it! So, yeah,
No.
see you around. No fair.
Life's not fun.
Ah, look at you. Already becoming a big hero around campus. I don't think I've ever seen that girl around. Maybe she's a new transfer like you. That Eevee bag though. Love the fluff. Anyway, seems like the troubles died down, so we'd better book it up to school. Get ready to climb the worst staircase in the world. Yeah, I'd like to talk to someone who designed this place. It's not wheelchair accessible.
Yeah, it is.
Is it? That's different. That's Pokemon accessible. Yeah. My Pokeball is red at the top.
Mine's purple.
I have an orange on mine.
It looks.
Hmm?
Oh, look, bloody see if I can climb this school.
I take that as a
I
no.
cannot climb this school. No, mine looks purple. So
Yeah.
does yours, technically, on mine.
Well, on mine it looks orange. See? Hang on.
I mean the giant, not the logo.
Hmm.
The actual Pokeball.
Hang on. I'll go stand in this thing.
Giant Pokemon ball.
Yeah.
Look up.
Yeah.
On the school.
Yeah, I'm looking at the school. It's
It doesn't
like,
look.
I don't know, it's got like a bluish haze to it.
Are we looking at the same thing though?
Yeah. There's the dome over there, the Pokeball's in the middle, where the...
Yeah, it looks purple.
I
It's
don't...
also in the sea, so it doesn't bloody help either.
Yeah. Alright, I'm heading in.
Well, I can't do much anyway, so.
Yeah. Get this bit over with, and then we can go explore or something.
Yeah, I don't mind. I'm just waiting.
Cool.
Oh, Pokeball.
Yeah. Here we are, J-Ruffs. Welcome to Naroja Academy. This here is the entrance hall. You can sign up for all kinds of classes at the desk behind me, and those halls offer to the sides leads to different parts of the school. It's totally big enough to let loose and battle in here, but for some reason they banned Pokemon. Then why is there a Psyduck behind the
Yeah, it
Yeah.
confuses me. Like, you allow other people to Pokemon but mine? Nah, apparently no.
Maybe it belongs to the staff. Or you're allowed
Maybe.
Pokemon in the school, you're just not allowed to battle them. Here, but for some reason...
You're not allowed to do Pokemon in school.
Oh. Battling in the main... Yeah, because... But from some reason, they banned Pokemon battling in the main entrance. Master J. Ross, Miss Nona, how did you find your first school commute? Had a blast. It was tough. Oh dear, was it really? I suppose Miss What's-Her-Face must have led you on quite an adventure. Not that I...
Made me fall off a cliff.
Yeah, but we found this big Pokemon. Not that I expect any less from our champion-ranked Studel Council President. Reliable as ever, Miss What's-Her-Face. Well, I know how to look after my friends, right, J-Robs? You pushed me off the cliff! Oh, but speaking of which, we saw some of those Team Star kids downtown, Director. You did what? It was down the stairs from the front gates. They were hassling this kid with an Eevee backpack. That's quite the news. Are they still to be found out there? Actually, J-Ross fled them, flexed on them and ran them off. You don't say. Of course, it's fine thing to try and help a fellow student, Master J-Rox. But you must wish to show a bit of restraint as you find your feet here at our academy. Hey, they started it. I was just defending myself. And Miss What's-Her-Face, do remember that the school staff is here to resolve any such trouble. Right. Yes, Sir Director. A child with an Eevee backpack, you say? I suppose that must be Miss Penny. I'm relieved to hear she's come to class at least. And Miss What's-Her-Face, if you'd be so good to report to Mr. Jacques about this Team Star business. I'm assuming that's Jacques. As your homeroom teacher, he should be able to apprised of all such goings on. You got it, sir. But look at the time. You two had better hurry along. Classes will be starting soon. We're in class 1A. Rumps, come on, I'll show you the way. Ooh. Very fancy.
Yep.
Good morning, Mr. Jacques. Hello everyone. We have some exciting news this morning. Who wants to hear it? Ooh, me. I want to hear the news. I suppose I should have told you sooner, but we have a new little friend joining our happy homeroom as of today. Is it an Eevee Pokemon?
You.
Well, she said little friend. I'm not that little.
You are the him.
Whisper. I wonder what they'd be like. Alright, you can come in. No, I don't wanna.
Walked out the level where I'm done.
Yeah, I just leave the school, never return. Thanks for the starter. Bye! Could I trouble you for a few words of introducing yourself? Fuck you, bye! So calm and collected. He's pretty cool. I'm the only guy in this classroom with long hair. Looks like...
Yep. I got confused for 2 seconds.
Yeah, looks like everyone's eager to get to know you, J-Rops. Alright then, who wants to be the first to ask our friend a question? Me. Can I ask a question? No, I am not going out with you. What's your favourite thing about Pokemon? I don't know, I just got here. Battling, collecting, playing with. I like everything about Pokemon. I don't know, collecting. Really? Awesome! I'm totally the same! Does anyone else have a question for their new classmate? No, you sit down, we introduced ourselves on the way here. You had your chance to answer questions.
No, but stop being clingy.
Yeah. You went to all the trouble to enroll here, so spill, J-Rox. What do you hope to get out of it? You must have some kind of dream, right?
Not you.
I want to complete the Pokédex. I want to be the strong trainer. I don't know, actually. But I get it. Possibly endless, right? Who can decide? Well, thank you for telling us a bit about yourself. I'm Mr. Jacques. I'll teach biology here at the academy, and I'm also your homeroom teacher. That's your seat, second row from the front. Alright, you ragamuffins. I don't think I've ever heard anyone call a bunch of kids ragamuffins before.
Yeah, I'm confused too.
That's a sort of thing I think an auntie would say.
Like the crazy Arnie.
Yeah. Be nice and
Yeah.
friendly to our new classmate.
Once a clingy already, it's fine.
Yeah. We will, Mr. Jacques. I want to get to know Mr. Timmy. Get to know Academy campus by exploring a bit on your own. So, hi, yeah, you. Do you want to be friends? No? Okay. Fuck you too, then. You can move about the school. Try checking out places on the map where you see that someone might be hanging around. Perhaps you'll discover something. Now choose a location and start exploring. Cafeteria, staff room... I don't know. Cafeteria?
You have to go to all of them anyway.
Okay.
Yeah, you have to go to those. The one with the Yes and Muslims you have to go to because there's people you need to talk to.
Okay. I'm assuming it's the guy we met along the way.
Yeah. She's at the back.
Oh, she just makes sandwiches.
Yeah.
Gonna raid the fridge. Okay. Hi, you want to be friends now? Oh, hey, so we meet again. You remember me, right? From the lighthouse. Yeah, exactly. That's my little know-it-all buddy got a mind like steel trapper. No need to tell me your name. J. Ross, right? No, my name's Bill. Whole school seems to be talking about you.
Changed it overnight.
The new kid who showed up with the president of the school council. I don't know, how do I get her off my back? I normally...
Yes, it's a bit clingy.
Normally wouldn't either bothering showing up for class, but I came all the way here to school today just to talk with you, our new celebrity. I'm not some sort of new plaything. You've got to help me out so I can finally...
Yeah, you are to everyone, you are.
So I can finally make my dream a reality. What's this dream first? Caught
You have to do it.
Yeah. Caught your interest.
You have to do it
haven't I?
anyway, you have no choice.
I don't know, considering he's connected to the big guy, I'm assuming he makes him feel better. You want to hear all about my dream, right?
So,
Well, this might come as a surprise, but fact is, I'm all about that picnic life, the great outdoors, the perfectly prepared sandwich, all of it. Not half bad at cooking either, I can tell you. Right, now I'm researching new recipes that'll help Pokemon feel better. Real health foods, you see. I found this book the other day and it had a section about the herb mystica thing. Basically, they're some kind of special herb that heals up any Pokemon as soon as it eats them. Now, there are a total of 5 different types of herb mystica based on what I read. Just taking a little lick of them once they've been powder will get your blood flowing, provided nutrients, preventing aging. It even boosts the immune system. Neat! Those herbs seem like they're a real deal, only found here in Paldea, and rare to boot. I'm gonna assume I'm gonna want to do your thing first then. But this book says they're all guarded by Titan Pokemon, meaning they're gonna be pretty tough to try to grab, even a few springs. Cause see, Titans are, well, I think they gotta be things like this. Monster of Area 0. As we descend further into Area 0, we begin to catch a glimpse of mysterious Pokemon. Thought we'd wonder if these huge focus beasts were indeed Pokemon at all. One of our teams suffered a brutal blow from such a beast and was mortally wounded, forcing us to retreat for a time. Oh god. A member of survey team captured this photograph. By chance, I noticed passing resemblance to the Pokemon known as Dauphin, yet different, such as its sheer size and shape of its back set it apart as do its great tusks. I really want to get those herbs for myself, but I'm not very good at Pokemon battling. Well, why don't you team up with the other chick? She loves a Pokemon battle. I'm pretty sure she'd help you
I
out.
don't blame him, to be fair.
True. Don't have any friends with strong Pokemon to lend me a hand either. And I'd never hear the end of it if I went crawling to the student council girl. Ah, there we go.
I honestly wouldn't blame him.
Yeah. But here you waltz up. You got to help me out with this. You'd be perfect. No. Fine. Nope.
Help him out.
Wait, I don't need an answer yet. I'll just
She'll let you get it.
register the place where it seems there might be Titans in your map app for you. Oh, you got a nice little pattern on your phone case. Neat.
Yeah, you can change the phone cases, by the way.
Ooh.
You can't have that phone case, but you can have a different phone case.
Why
You
can't
can
I?
have one to match your duck.
Because why can't I have his phone case?
You can't have his phone case.
But I want it.
No.
Let's stew a bit and can get more into the details later. And in the meantime, take this little gift for listening and all. You obtained a bag of Stardust. What? He just gave us drugs.
I think it is, hold on.
Yeah, Stardust. A lovely red sand that flows between the fingers with a loose silk feeling. It can be sold at a low price at shops. So basically, drugs!
It's no drugs.
Oh.
You're bidding the medicine pie if it was.
Oh, it is a kid's game. Alright.
Yeah, lemonade does not count as medicine, but it's in my medicine place. So, and there's powder in here that's green. So,
Oh, my phone's gone off. This is J Rock, correct? I hacked your smartphone so I could talk to you. Hope you don't mind. Actually, I do mind. I got sensitive material on this thing.
yeah, do you mind private?
What do you mean hacked? I ain't got any money to give you. Well, as far as you're concerned, it means I'm basically in control of your phone right now. Damn, I knew I should have sprung for that, was it protection feature? My name is
Oh my
Cassiopeia. But never mind that, it's you I want to talk about. I heard you're a trainer with serious potential. If that description is accurate, there's something I'd like to ask of you. Tell me, J-Robs, you know about Team Star, right? Yeah?
No.
Great. I appreciate you being upfront here. Team Star is a group of troublemakers formed by some academy students a while back. They cause a headache for the school and try to bring other students down to their level. What is the age of these students? Some of them look like they're between their
Don't question it.
Okay. And I refuse to sit idly by and let them get away with it. So I've come up with a plan to bring down Team Star and force them to disband for good. I call it Operation Starfall. But I'll need allies to carry out this operation, and I'd like you to become one of them. Fine. No need to reply right this second. We can discuss the details some other time. I just said yes! You're almost as bad as the other guy. Till then, I leave it to you. Bye! Get the fuck out my phone. Ah, Master J. Rocks. Please do try to keep your voice down if you're making calls within the school, won't you? It wasn't my fault. Of course. You don't want anyone else overhearing any personal information after all. Honestly, there are so many things we need to be careful about this day and age. On you go then, young man. Thank you. Bye. Team Star, you say? Alright. I need to continue exploring this place a bit, don't I? Ooh, there's a green book.
You need to go to the staff room, don't you?
I think so. Found just a green book just sticking out.
Oh, it's not that interesting. I just want them all.
Ah, okay. Through here. Where do you want to go? There we go. Staff room. Students are allowed in the staff room?
Yeah.
Oh, ain't you got fun hair? Very well.
I know what.
Champion Deanna, I trust you to handle this in my stead. Sure thing, you can count on me. In fact, I bet this is gonna be fun. I'm glad to hear it. Good day then. What are you doing here? Oh, pardon me. Don't you know this is the staff room?
Something.
Oh, hey! She looked
2
awesome!
seconds.
Okay. Good eye, she sure is that lady. Good eye. Sure is that lady is, well, they call her La Pira. Think once I finish the school thing, I'll end the stream and we can...
Still going to explore anyway.
Yeah, we're just gonna explore anyway. I think we'll do some exploring off stream and do like main story bits on stream. And we'll probably explore a little bit on stream as well. Probably somewhat a mixture of both.
Yeah.
She's strong. She can do pretty much anything. She's got cool, practical coming out of her ears. She's basically everything I want to be, or that any Pokemon trainer would be, really. And there's another thing I can actually check if I check Twitter. Oh, which reminds me. Remember in homeroom when I asked what your dream is?
Just clicking again.
If you're still trying to decide what it is you're looking for, I've got an idea for you. You should try to reach champion rank like me. I don't want to be a champion. I don't know. But talent like yours deserves to be used. Hear me out. The trainer who reaches champion rank are the ones who raise the Pokemon really strong. Their pro tier battle, their moves keep cowards absolutely on the edge of their seats. You have to prove yourself to the Pokemon League to officially get the title champion. And to do that, you have to do more than just take classes here. You got to take on the 8 Pokemon gyms and win so you can collect the gym badges. Oh, so the badges are still here.
Good news, it's back on Twitch.
Oh, it's back.
Yeah.
Ah, so it must have just been a little fuck up on their end.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, but I was just looking on Twitter. It says it happened. Twitch went down or something. So hopefully the VOD's still on. Once you
it's still streaming.
Yeah. Once you're done all that, that's left is a special test to champion assignment. And once you pass that, then at long last you'll become a champion. It's every Pokemon trainer's dream, the coolest title anyone could ever hope to get. Not to brag or anything. Yeah. I reached the champion rank during our last treasure hunt, you know. Oh, the treasure hunt is a special independent study thing we got here. Should happen soon. Our last one started not long after the beginning of the school year. It's great you get to leave school to go have an adventure and learn however you want. I guess you could say my journey to becoming a champion was the treasure I found, maybe. I don't know yet if the answer I'm looking for. Anyway, I've got a feeling I'd be able to get even stronger if you and I were both working at it. Let me go ahead and save the gym's location in your map, in any case you decide to go for it. But I don't wanna! Okay, got Victory Road! Give it some thought. Fine. Ding dong ding. Calling Master J. Roth to the director's office, please. Ah shit, I'm already in trouble and I've only been here, what, 5 minutes?
Yep.
Once again.
Maybe 10.
Master J. Roth to the director's office, please. Look, it wasn't me, she made me do it. Where do you want to go? Well, I can't go anywhere else, so it has to be the director's office. Thank you for coming, Master J-Roths. Have you been enjoying your time here at Ninja Academy? I don't know, I've only been here, what, an hour? No! I see. Do you remember I am always here to lend an ear should you find yourself struggling in any way. Now you may be wondering why we could not have simply conversed earlier in the cafeteria. But let me assure you there is a reason why I ask you to meet me here. It seems that a friend of mine has rather serious matters they would like to discuss with you. Why me? I'm the new guy. What do you expect me to do? No, I'm afraid they aren't actually here in this room with us. One moment, please. Just allow me to connect us. Oh, it's a lady. I got a lady on the TV.
I had a guy on the TV.
Hello, J-Roths. It's nice to meet you. She looks kind of cave womanish. My name is Professor Sada. I carry...
Hey, luminous is just
Yeah.
a vibe. Please follow.
I carry out Pokemon research with the Great Crater of Paldea at a site known as Area 0. Well, she does. If you look at her, like her necklace, it's kind of...
Yeah, no. Because this is probably from the lady from the that does the past stuff, doesn't she?
Probably, because isn't it what... I think, wasn't it, they said that Scarlet was Pokemon of the past and the other one was Pokemon of the future.
Yeah, so it makes sense where she looks like a cave woman.
Yeah. The professor is, in fact, a graduate of our fine academy, as well as a splendid researcher.
There's only one school.
Yeah, how many Poke schools are there? Well, allow me...
In this place, I'm going to say one.
Allow me to get started to the point. Well, what is it with the others, isn't it? They just give you a Pokemon and then you just go. They just tell you to go, 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 go. Get the fuck out of the house.
They're like, go, be done, go away.
Did I even go to school?
No.
J-Rock, student ID number 805C393. She's been stalking me.
Yep.
You're as bad as that other chick. You're just lucky you're hot.
Oh, yeah.
You are the student who travelled with an unusual Pokemon, Coridon, is that correct? Yes. Thank you. I appreciate you are honest in confirming that fact. Not that I don't mean to offend you. In fact, I wish to ask for your assistance. What with?
Everything.
I'm underage! Oh, how good to see that you are well. It has been quite a while since we last met. Coridon was once in my care, you see. Its Pokeball was also originally mine. I assume you received it from a young man called R then. I am no longer in any position to be able to manage the Pokemon myself. This is what I ask of you. Will you continue looking after Coridon on my behalf? No. And yet it's clear to see from the way Coridon reacts to you that you must be a kind trainer. Now I just attack it with spray bottles every time it's done something naughty. Your bond seems quite that. Coridon has been greatly weakened and is currently incapable of battle. It can, however, take on a form specialized for mobility. In all likelihood, it will require some time to fully regain the capability it once had. I will provide you with my contact info if you would please get out your phone. I will be in regular contact forward to keep tabs on your status. She definitely is a stalker.
Yeah, but this one makes sense. It's for professional things anyway.
Yeah. Until then, well, my phone's already been hacked.
That's not the point.
Could this Pokemon have originated with Area Zero? Sada, don't tell me you actually did it. Neat. Well, it seems that the Professor is asking quite the favour of you. But of course, the Academy is always here to support you in any way that we are able. I do hope you'll continue to enjoy your school life together with that Koraidon. Cool. Can I go now? Hello, excuse me. Oh, you're still here, J-Roths? Oof, getting called into the director's office. How'd you land that much trouble already? Hey, you pushed me into it.
Happened.
Yeah. Nah, kidding. I know it wasn't like that. Mr. Jacques wanted me to show you the way to your room in the school dorms. Your very own private room. J-Roths, let's go check it out. Ooh, neat, I get a private room all to myself. What did my mum do to get the private room? That's what I want to know.
Don't question.
Ta-da! This is just a very small apartment. From today, this is your room, J-Roths. Actually, as new to me as it is to you, never being in here before. One sec. Pardon me. Maybe check out your new bed. Looks comfy, and you might be pretty worn out from all this. Well, if you go to most uni beds, I'm pretty sure it's stained. They haven't changed it in years. Still happening on stuff happening on your very first day, huh? A quick rest on a bed is all you need to get yourself and your Pokemon healthy again. I'll see you tomorrow. When we've rested up, then we can battle even more. Take care. Bye. Literally, it's just a mini apartment.
Yeah. Go and lie in the bed though.
Ready to call it a day? You'll need to rest if you want to progress the new school life. Sure. The day quickly flies by after you start your new life at Thingy Academy. Then the last day arrives for your true adventure to begin.
On game.
Oh. Attention all students. Today marks the beginning of an important new assignment. Please assemble in the schoolyard where I will explain in more detail. Bing bong, bing bong. It's time to do. wrong series. I've been waiting forever for this. Come, let's go out to the schoolyard. Do. We got to go to the schoolyard. Director's orders. Well, get out my way.
Maybe walk in a straight line.
Yeah. Excellent. It seems everyone is here. Well, then it's time to explain to you the independent study assignment. As usual, the theme will be a treasure hunt. I ask each of you to set out and travel the world in search of your own treasure. Not very much of a treasure hunt then. You have learned much within the walls of the fine academy. But now it's time to turn your eyes upon the wider world and deepen your understanding. Explore Paldea and then soak in the rich culture. Discover the Pokémon that live here. And get to know the people too. Where will you travel? Who will you meet? And what will you receive? Of course, the Pokémon partners will be there to help you. You will journey together, learn new things together, share each other's thoughts and feelings, and find something you might as well treasure. I look forward to welcoming you all back after the independent study, when you return to your fine young trainers. Let the treasure hunt begin! Onward! Not much of a treasure hunt if they don't give us a list of things to find.
You already have the list of things to find.
Yeah.
That's literally it. So don't complain, you do have it.
Yeah, but...
Stop being awkward.
No.
Don't argue it.
But
Just...
a treasure hunt implies that the treasure is things we have to find on a list. But he says it's something we have to find within ourselves. Therefore, it is not a treasure hunt.
It's actually both, technically.
Tuma, yeah, it's time for a great outdoors. Come on, Psy Lizard. We're riding out. Take care, everyone, and remember the Great Crater of Paldea is extremely dangerous. It got dark very quickly.
Yep.
Entering is a violation of the school rules. Okay.
Yeah, I tried it. You can't get in them.
Wait, what are you waiting for, J-Rox? Let's go!
Let it go. Let it go. Stop being so clingy.
You strange bitch.
You idiot.
J-Rox! Yeah, I'm in the front gates, I think, of the school.
Oh, yeah. If you look up...
Hang on, the treasure
In a
hunt
minute.
is finally starting. What do you mean by treasure? Yeah, fair question. Since you're first time here, come on, let's walk and talk. No, it's going without me. The treasure hunt is a huge part of the Ninja Academy school year. The point isn't to get us all looking for some actual hidden treasure necessarily, then it's not a treasure hunt! We're more just making our own adventure to see what experience Paldea could offer. You could try and beat Pokemon gyms, you could help other people in need, you could hunt for real capital T treasure if you wanted, even. There's stuff we'd never learn sitting in a classroom, you know. This is our chance to learn it. Plus, there's so many chances to battle, which is obviously perfect for me. You and me for sure got a battle if we run into each other out there. Hope you're ready. No. Oh yeah, battling can wait. I meant to tell you. Did you know your phone map app lets you set yourself destinations? You could try setting one of the gyms as your destination. They'd get you on your way easy. How's that for a student council president? Giving your own friends an insider advantage. Then. Insider advantage? Sheesh, you're making it sound like we're cheating or something. All I did was suggest that he check out the gyms. It's up to J. Ross whether he goes. J. Ross gonna have his hands full searching out the Titan Pokemon with me. Yeah, I'm going with him. He doesn't have time to waste on something like chasing after the champion rank. Me and him are going to be busy visiting the lairs of Titans and nabbing their herb, the Herba Mystica. Yeah, I think I'm going to go with him because I think he helps with the...
You have to do all three, so...
Yeah, but I'm going to do him first. So he helps with the...
You gotta level up your Pokemon a lot.
Okay. Don't go filling his head with weird stories. Hey, all I did was invite him along. It's still up to J. Ross whether he goes right. Ruto. J. Ross, your phone's ringing. Oh, it's the guy who hacked my phone. Hey, J. Ross, Classicopia here. It's about Operation Starfield. Remember what I told you before? Team Star is made up of 5 individual squads. Each one's got their own base. I need you to go to each base, all 5 of them, and beat the squad boss there. Team Star's grunts might try to get in your way, but I'll be helping you out from a distance. And heads up, the bosses of each specialized in are different Pokemon types. Just remember the name of their crews and you'll figure it out. Still, no need to worry with your skills. I'm sure you're more than up to the task. Just go ahead and add the base's location to your phone for you. Oh god. The Team Star base has been added to your map. Can I go now? Good luck with those bosses. I'll hook you up with other nice rewards every time you beat one. Wait one sec. Who are you supposed to be? A Team Star and Team Star? Those punks are a serious hazard. They're not J. Roth's problem. That's right, because he's got more important things to do, like searching out awesome ingredients with me. I thought this was up to J. Roths to decide whether he goes or not. Wasn't that what you said? Neona, Arven? How did he know my... I look forward to seeing what you can pull off, J. Roths. Bye! What was that all about? J. Roths, I'm glad you're making plenty of new friends here, but try not to drag into anything dangerous. Anyway, no more weird vibes. We've got bigger adventure to start. I'm gonna battle every single Pokemon trainer I meet. If I just keep training to become the strongest, I bet that experience will be the thing I treasure. Guess I'll start by heading to the gym and training up some new Pokemon. Here, I'll send you a pic of what gym building looks like. Okay. Oh, and I know you've been running our mouths, but we've been running our mouths, but it's your call what to do, J-Roths. Go ahead where you want and do what it is you really want to do the most. And treasure of our very own. For me, that's got to be my big dream of tracking down the Herba Mystica. That is, once we get those herbs, I'll make you the absolute best sandwich you ever had in your life. His ears perked up when he heard the word sandwich.
What the mood?
What'd you come out for? Oh my gosh, did you just come out because you said sandwich? That's gonna be a yes. Well, you're not getting one. Rude! It seems like it wants to start moving. Is it telling you to get on? Ah, finally. I can ride this thing.
Yep.
We ride!
You might need to come back up to the top of the stairs though.
Will do. Whoa, it transformed! Now it really looks like some kind of weird silo. Look, as you've got Coridon, you can go pretty much anywhere. Paldea is your cloister. Yeah, maybe. Well, if you're going to search for those Titan Pokemon, I'd say set out for East Gate. But since J-Roths is actually headed to take on some gyms, I'd say go for West Gate. Besides, it's way easier to get lost out east. Man, this is why I can't get along with you. I'm out of here. Catch up soon, little buddy. He got all friendly all of a sudden. First time we met him, he was mean to us. I'll head to the gym. See you around.
Yeah, he warms up to you.
That's nice. Okay. The treasure hunt has finally begun. The special event is held by the Academy to encourage students to set off on their own and learn themselves. You're free to decide where you want to go as you search for treasure all on your own. Sweet. Cool. I'm coming back up.
Oh.
Right.
Right, stand in the middle.
Oh, are you on the pillar?
Turn, look up.
Yeah, I see you. Hi.
Been here the whole time. Where do you want to go anyway?
Actually, what is the got like 20 minutes? I don't know. What would be?
You want to do the Titans, you want to go east?
Alright, let's go east. So that's north. We gotta go.
You can just follow me, I know where I'm going.
Okie dokie. Where did you go? There you are.
Downstairs.
I see you. I see you.
Can't remember what way we need to go.
The guys, hang on, if I check my map, he said he's on the east side.
Yeah, what's the compass?
Oh.
We need to I know where we need to go.
Hang on, I think
Yeah, that way.
Yeah, I think I found it. Titan Bag Rock.
We can just go look at the east gate. I don't think you're the right level to do it, but we can go.
I don't know. I mean, you could easily save it for the next stream. Then we can.
Alright, let's go. Where are you?
I'm right behind you.
Okay, follow you.
It's a go to adventure or something.
What? Yeah. Mine looks like a bike. You look like you're riding a Pokemon running away from dear life.
Jumping over kids.
You have a cutscene in there.
Yeah.
I know.
Hello, this is Jero's phone, right? It's me, Arvid. I was a bit worried about whether or not you've managed to set out yet. You did end up deciding to set out east, right? After leaving the school? If so, you're not that far from the area where the Stone Cliff Titan is said to make its lair. Story says that it clings to cliffs, particularly becomes part of the stone, then attacks from above. Though maybe I don't be starting up overhead all the time. Look for a titan only to go tumbling off some cliff. Didn't you see? If that's ever happen, you can open your map app and call yourself a fly taxi to pick you up. Yeah, that's nice. Some of those rocky areas are like real mazes, so try not to get lost, little buddy. And if you find a titan, let me know. Sweet. Can I go now? Oh, God.
There you are for like 2 seconds. I found something I want to explore.
Okie dokie.
I found Pokemon balls. There's a lady on the desk with a table.
Yeah.
I mean either.
Yeah. She gave me shit.
Yeah, for a picnic.
Okay.
I'm following you because I don't know where we're going.
Okay. Ooh, Pokeball. A Pokédoll. Potion. Ooh, an owl. Okie dokie. Wing attack!
Not an owl.
Looked like an owl.
That's not an owl.
Well, it looked like one.
It's a little raven bird, I think.
Well, it's mine.
Mine, good for you. Or a quail. I think it might be a quail accident.
Send to the box. Okie dokie then. Still haven't figured out where am I supposed to get my Pikachu.
Yeah, I tell you, I do have to.
Alright.
Because you can't do it if you're linked.
Okay. I'm just gonna collect these Pokeballs just lying around. PP up. PP. Up. Ooh, a
I
great ball.
completely lost you.
I am...
Found you.
Yeah.
Stay still. Ooh.
Hmm. It's a Jigglypuff. I think.
That's. You mean the thing in front of us?
Yeah, the shiny thing.
I can't see the shiny thing. Go and fight one said
Yeah,
thingy because
yeah.
it's not on my screen.
Yeah, I've got it in. Oh. It changed.
It's in Crystally's one.
How to catch wild Terra Pokemon. You cannot catch a Pokemon while it is terrorized. You need to reduce its HP to break through it. Transforms first. Only then can you try and catch it. Ooh, okay. What are you? Oh, so it's water. So then...
You can't stop Pokemon, you have to do it before. Oh, you can.
Yeah.
You can't in raids, by the way.
I don't know.
You're gonna die.
I know. I'm making it up as I go along. It's been 15 years. What do you want from me?
You to know that a 14 and a 9, one of you is going to die.
Where I suddenly win out of just pure determination. But nothing happened. Okay then. Wing attack!
It's not distracting any times.
I don't know, I'm just watching just because you see you just run around. Uh-oh, Donald fell asleep! Donald fell asleep! Poison tail. Mud shot. Uh, double team.
Yes.
Okay then. Run. Okay. Well, not a very good eventful to, what is it, end up on, but hey. I'm up it. Right behind you. Yeah, it's not very thing to, and not very a good way I probably wanted to end the things, but okay. It's done. First thing of the day. I think like we planned on doing, I don't know if it got caught on the stream when it went a bit funny, but me and Dee are probably gonna play this a bit in our own time as well. Probably do a mixture of mainly showing, we're gonna mainly show off the story stuff, I think we said we'd do, but we're all,
Yeah, and a bit of it exploring.
yeah, we're gonna do a bit of
Dad.
exploring as well, but we're also gonna probably do a bit of exploring in our own time as well, so, and capturing some Pokemon. So until then, we'll see you next week with some more Pokemon. Right, bye bye.